Hey, good morning. Another really incredible morning in Thailand. I just put my hand in my pocket and realized I got to have Yui fix the pockets on these pants too. A lot of the pockets here are like this deep. You can barely put like your credit card wallet sideways. It's like, what the heck? Last night went and met a friend, and with Fawn and I walked the Save One Market. Um, Ended up shifting plans a little bit, and it worked out really well. We decided to go to Bat Bistro, 8 Bistro, in it's like in the City Link area, City Park area, I guess they also call it. Um, a pretty area of the city of Kolat, um, popular with expats, retired foreigners, and all that. It was great. It's the second time I've been there. The last time I was there, gee whiz. So I've been in 2 years. I've been there twice. I ended up having that Scotch ale. Had a couple glasses of the Scotch ale, and last night I did the same thing. They had another Scotch ale, and I had two glasses. That's a lot of beer for me. That wiped me out. Probably a little more tired than normal this morning still from that. This is day 3 of when I somehow injured my back, and it really, really hurt. I think I'm better. I'm feeling better. To be safe, I took 600 milligrams of ibuprofen for my breakfast. So that was that. It was a nice night though, and you're kind of basking in the glow from Fawn, from the good Mother's Day that we had, and that I respected her family and everything, and all that. So it was nice. I did touch on something with my friend last night, and maybe I'll try and do it here. Can you? That's too big of a subject. Let me explain some of my situation a little bit. I'm kind of a middle of the road guy on a lot of things. Oh, Rob, you're so extreme. Yeah, for my age, yeah. I mean, I'm still kind of my attempts at being active for my age and having a broken back and all the problems therefrom. Yeah, I'm probably at the very extreme. According to my doctors, I totally am. Okay, fine. But generally, I'm kind of a middle of the road kind of guy. I don't really like anything like super high-rise urban or way out in the country where there isn't another soul around. I tend to like the suburbs, all that kind of stuff. And so, here I've got kind of I think what would be, I think possibly, I have no way of knowing any percentages on this, a fairly common, good, equitable relationship with Fawn. As an older foreign man, you retire, you come here, and depending on what region of Thailand you retire to, you're either a little bit wealthy or a lot wealthy relative to everybody around you. Where I'm at, I'm a lot wealthy. So the demands on me are relatively small. That's how I look at it. And that can flip on you, and you got to be careful. And that's unfortunately happened to some guys I know around here, know of. I've met them, Anyways, so what's been told to me by my Thai friends and such here, and Fawn has agreed with, generally speaking, these are Thai people, and they're going to be expecting their daughter has a Thai husband. And again, I like to use the phrase that I've kind of coined, a good Thai man. It doesn't matter if the first husband became an alcoholic and refused to work, never supported the parents. This is a hypothetical example, right? Never supported the parents, never supported the daughter, never took care of anybody, never took care of the kids, never did anything with the kids, never, nothing, worthless, just a worthless husband. Doesn't matter all that. The expectation will generally be, if they're going to remarry, they're expected to find a good Thai man. There are families that are pushing their daughter to go find a wealthy foreigner, but that's a whole other kettle of fish again. In an honest, sincere, genuine relationship, they'll accept an older foreign man. I don't know if too many families dream about that, Some do, obviously. Most of that is probably not with good intentions for really anybody involved, ultimately. But they'll tolerate it, and then most foreign guys just don't engage with the family a whole lot, don't speak any of the language. So, and then most Thai families, if you get outside a really upper class, wealthy, urban family, they're not going to, particularly the older generations, they're just not going to speak any English. So they just don't talk to the family at all. They don't engage, and they just basically wear their Farang uniform every day, and they tend to drink a lot, about the same as the Thai man. So there you have that. That can be a popular dynamic. That's something I see a lot here. In my case, my persistence with the language is starting to pay off. I can communicate with the mom and the dad and the aunt a little bit. They've got thick rural accents. They speak a very heavy Thai Kolat dialect, but it's based on Thai, and there's enough keywords in there. Okay, you said what? I heard. Okay. I can play detective. It's like those guys breaking the Enigma code in World War II, the German unbreakable code that we did ultimately break. We decoded this word and that word. The word in the middle must be, there's only 8 words that would make sense, and that's what they were doing. And I'm doing the same thing here. It's a lot of brain work, which is healthy for me as long as I don't get frustrated. And there's times I just need to go rest and read my book or work on a YouTube video or something. With Fawn, she's in a very small minority from what I see and what I've been told by kind of everybody here so far. So I tend to believe this. There's your 5 to 10% of your Thai women in total, which is very heavy with women that have had children from a ex-husband, and they would actually prefer a foreign man. And that is a thing. Now, some prefer for not good intentions, but some really will care for and will want a guy to care for them, and it can be looked at romantically. It can. There's people on my channel that comment all the time saying they're in that situation. There's many that aren't. This is all up to you and how you choose and the circumstances and luck and what you make of it and all those. I don't have to tell you that. Half my viewers are men around 60. They've got the life experience. We've got the life experience. We know all those things. So and that's what I'm in. And so here, do I help and stuff? Sure. These people could use a little help. But you want to be careful how you do that. Like here, there's no gambling debts. No gambling debt. And I'm confident there are none. They work very hard to advance themselves. They've invested an enormous amount in Fawn. They've invested in in the States, my ex-wife and I, we sent both our kids to college and spent $250,000 on college for our kids. Hurt, was expensive, but we could do it, and okay, ultimately no big deal. There you go. Here, for Fawn to go to a college and have a car, everybody in a little bit of her extended family included there, really pulled their resources and pulled together and got her a reliable, brand new, here would be a mid-sized Toyota here. She had to work her way through school, which she did, but they also helped her, which could not have been easy. These are hardworking people with a plan trying to advance themselves, and so if I help a little bit, and I've watched and see what they do with the money, and it's been good, and so now I've ended up in, on one hand, I love this, that's why I look at a lot of things in life. On one hand, I'm helping and contributing financially and all that, and all that stuff. But on the other hand, everyone's really caring for and looking after me, and I need a lot of help and care. I'm not, unfortunately or whatever, I'm not here just to, go crazy at a bar every night. I'm just physically unable, and probably makes me a really good fit for a Thai family. I'm probably like this one's really easy, I hope his back pain gets better, but there's a positive side to this. I wouldn't blame him for thinking that. I really wouldn't. That would be human nature. It's kind of funny, but that's kind of my situation. It's kind of a middle of the road, and would I ever engage as same as a Thai man? No. Do I have the option to engage the same as a Thai man? Yes and no. there's a cultural expectation as a older, wealthy foreign gentleman that you're doing a little bit. They're all things you do anyways, but there would be an expectation, and they would lose face if I didn't, and that would be some kind of, I don't know Thai culture to the microscopic level enough to know how bad that would be, but I know it's something they wouldn't like. I know that. I 100% I know that. But there are times, and I believe it can happen, you can get a foreigner who's really with a very good family, and he also is attractive in many other ways, and isn't just some, you know, dirty old man wearing a, you know, tank top and a pair of swim trunks, and, you know, he's 65 and he's going after the 19-year-old daughter. Okay, I mean, that'll be a tough sell. Okay, I have a hard time imagining a family going, oh, this is awesome, he's great, you know, he'll look great in the family photos, he'll blend right in, you know. I'm not really thinking that's likely to happen. No, because the Thai guys, the relationships for them are very different. I mean, the women virtually, I have not heard of any of the ladies in our periphery leaving the man, and some of them have some really legitimate complaints about their husbands. You know, I mean, he's got 2 girlfriends. He's out gambling with his friends and drink every night. He takes part of my paycheck and doesn't give me any of his. I mean, these are like things I hear all the time. Like, I hear this almost every week, and there's not even a consideration or a thought apparently of leaving the guy. Now, Fawn's quite loyal. I could probably be not that nice, and she'd probably stay with me out of loyalty. There's actually some, I think, some real loyalty there. I'd have to be taking care of the family, though. I think I would, you know, versus the Thai man. She didn't leave her ex-husband. He left her. Him and his 10, I think he had like 10 girlfriends. I think he set a record for like having geeks. There might be a Guinness book. You might be able to look him up. He put in the time. As much as he didn't work at work, he put in the effort elsewhere in his life. He really did. Anyways, well, what did she see in the guy? I did see a photo, I've seen a couple of pictures, but there's a very good wedding photo. It happened to be just, she wanted to show me. She was kind of sad about it and everything. And he was a handsome guy. I do have to say he was pretty darn handsome. So I think she got a little blinded there. I want to have lots of coffee today. I need to wake up, and the diet has gone horribly. Terrible. So now I'm down to where I'm not even eating socially. Like, there's that social obligation. I'm not hungry, but yeah, I'm supposed to eat. I'm just like, you know, I'm good with the water. If I'm not hungry, I'm just not eating. I'm not going to do the starving thing. But honestly, the one nice thing about 24-hour paint is it does really manage your appetite. And I truly have not been very hungry. Anyways, that's Monday morning. I'll put this up as just some soft content and to kind of finish off my Mother's Day stuff and my update on the back. I can feel that damn pain coming in though. I took the 600 milligrams already, but it's coming right through. The pain's coming right through that like tissue paper. So I gotta go get that chili pepper gel and go take a bath in it. And I hope I'll be all right today. See ya. Okay, I'm at Rusty's. I just left the Monday morning market and bought a California t-shirt in a burnt orange color. I love burnt orange. I'm a 70s guy. California is where my daughter lives, so that's kind of cool. Here's how I get around. So I got these bags here. These have different, you know, charging and support components, YouTube stuff. This is the bigger of the medium size of my 3 bags. My book, and there's my Thai homework, 2 homework packets, and then my notebook, and then there's my portable battery and cable, which came out of the purple bag. And this is how I travel around for the day. When you know, most days I'll do a little something, you know, 5-10 minute motorcycle ride somewhere, set up at a nice quiet shop or somewhere and relax. Fawn's working really hard today, I could see, and she didn't have any time, which is fine. I can entertain myself just fine. So that's just a little slice of retired life in Thailand. That's how we do it. My name is Rob, and thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I meant every word I just said with respect.